Hi guys, this is Tina from Shabbydabbydoodah. Welcome back to my channel. So I'm here with some, well, quite a few bundles of lace here and also some vintage sheet music. And I just want to do, you know, some edge strips and things ready to put into my shop. And I thought that it would be nice if you guys came along and helped me do that. Or, you know, we do them together. So this is just vintage sheet music. I've also got some vintage book page here, and then I've got a whole ton of lace and things and, you know, various things that I'm going to obviously be making with. So I'm just going to start tearing my sheet music down. Now, at the moment, it's too thick. Too thick? Not too thick. It's 2 pages thick is what I'm trying to say. So, yeah, it's too thin is what I'm really meaning. So I think probably I actually want to keep it 2 pages thickness because, like I say, it's actually quite thin, you know, sheet music. It is vintage and, you know, I mean, obviously I don't know whether that really makes a difference, but yeah, I mean, sometimes it's just thicker or thinner, isn't it, than others. So I'm just going to layer it up like that. So I'm turning it over so that I get, you know, the patterns kind of on the other side as well, if you see what I mean. So I'm just going to go down. Now, I'm planning on not stitching these. I do normally stitch, you know, an edge strip, but I thought these ones I'm not going to stitch because I just would like to do the whole process really on video. And, you know, I think it would be easier to just kind of do it, whoops, do it without actually having to take them to the sewing machine. So I'm just going to kind of layer them up like that. So you've got then a couple of little bits of sheet music. So exactly the same here, just tear some down. So I'm just going to sort of tear some strips down. So I mean, obviously, you know, these aren't vastly different to any other strips that we've done in the past. I don't know whether I have actually made them with the sheet music before, but you know, they're exactly the same concept. They are just now using sheet music. So I'm going to keep this section for something else. Obviously, it's a little bit on the short side to use for, you know, the decorative strips. So I'm not going to use it for those. Now, this is single page. So I'm going to just fold it over. And then it obviously becomes double. This one is different, you know, from a different, you know, book of sheet music. And it's actually even thinner, would you believe? So, yeah. Tearing that down like that. Okay. Oops. There we go. So, and again, going to just take this down so that, you know, they're not the same width, because of course that would be pretty dull and uninteresting to look at. So by just tearing it down, we just then, you know, we're thickening it up, but we're actually kind of adding some interest as well. Let me just decide which way around I like it. Yep, I think probably that way. I mean, it's funny, isn't it? But, you know, it does kind of make a difference how you put things on. You know, I think sometimes people who perhaps weren't crafters, they'd look at that and kind of go, well, it's just sheet music. What difference does it make which way around it goes? But actually, it does make a difference because, you know, one way you're going to get slightly different run of the notes, which, you know, it all kind of does add up and sort of make a difference really in the end. Okay. I love sheet music, I have to say. Absolutely love it. I can remember how excited I was the day that I did, you know, found my first batch of sheet music. I think I even did a video. I don't know whether I did a video actually showing it or just talking about it, saying how excited I was that I'd found some sheet music. You know, because I hadn't really kind of ever looked for it before. So I didn't know whether it was widely available or, you know, not widely available. I mean, as it happens, I think it is quite widely available. But yeah, I didn't kind of know that at the time. And, oh, I felt so excited, you know, because it's so beautiful, isn't it? Absolutely love it. There we go. Okay, so we're just kind of getting, you know, getting the layers down. Okay, so I hope everyone's having a good day. Maybe you are doing some crafting. I hope you're having a nice time. Let me know below, or, you know, share below what it is that you're working on. And I know I've said this a ton of times, but, you know, it really is helpful because and I just sound like a scratch record, but you know, if anybody out there is kind of lacking in their mojo, missing their mojo a little bit, to just hear what somebody else is working on, it can really kind of like spark creativity and give ideas. So yeah, don't be shy. Comment and say what it is that you're working on. And I love hearing what people are working on, and to be honest, it works for me as well. And I was watching Gail Agostinelli the other day, her channel, and I heard her say, you know, do always kind of leave comments about things that you would like to see in videos. And to be honest, actually, I'm going to just take this down slightly thinner. We might then get a few more. And to be honest, you know, she's so right, because I mean, she puts up a video kind of every day as well, and it's quite hard thinking of things to put on a video every day. So if there's anything that you fancy seeing, or, you know, would especially like to see, you know, as Gail said, I mean, it's better to think that you're putting up videos that actually people want to see than just things that you think, oh, you know, perhaps today I'll do this. I mean, that being said, you know, I can't guarantee, obviously, that I would definitely do all the videos that people requested or anything, you know, because they might not be, you know, my type of thing. They might not be within my capabilities. They might not be things that I've got stash for. They might not be, you know, something that, yeah, I'm drawn to, as in not necessarily in my capabilities, but, you know, kind of if you're not loving something, I don't know about you guys, but I can't necessarily then do it. So, you know, I'm not necessarily saying that just because you suggest something, it would definitely be done. But, you know, do share if there's something you would like. Now, this is Vintage Book Page, like I say. So I'm just going to turn this over. And what I might do is even glue this down like this, so it's held together when I tear it. Okay. Well, I say that. I mean, obviously it's going to depend where I tear it, but hopefully it will stay together. Yeah, so I mean, do share below. If there's anything in particular that you kind of think, oh, I'd love it if you did a video on this, then do share below. Like I said, can't guarantee that I would even be able to do it. But, you know, if you don't ask, you don't get, do you? So just anything that you think might be a good video, or you'd like to see, or, you know, just you haven't seen anyone do for a while, or anything really, then do make a suggestion. Like I said, I mean, I can't necessarily guarantee I'm going to do it, but what harm is there in saying, you know, or suggesting? So there we go. Right there. So we've got a few different ones now. I'm just going to quickly finish this one off. Oops. Oh, it's really cold in my house today. And I'm just going to put it out there. I do feel my head, and I know I say this all the time, but so honestly, if it's gorgeous weather where you are, you know, and maybe it's hot and sunny. It's not hot and sunny here. It's pretty chilly. But hopefully it will warm up. I wasn't going to use this piece, but actually I'm quite liking it, funnily enough. So yeah, let's just pop this on. Now I've got a whole bunch of different laces, as I said, and different kind of embellishment pieces, which I thought, let's go to town with these edge strips and really kind of decorate them, because, you know, we've done edge strips in the mass making and things like that. Oh, shall I just use this? I don't want to waste things, so yeah, should we kind of put this down as well? Yeah, we did the mass making with the edge strips. We didn't really kind of decorate them too much. So, and these actually, they look very different. The mass making that I did, definitely I used printables. So, I mean, straight away, obviously that makes it look different. But, you know, these are kind of different because they're not going to be stitched. So, you know, just those little tiny alterations actually can make quite a big difference to the overall look, I think. So, yeah. Right, okay, let's move this out the way and see. So we've made quite a few. So yeah, we're doing quite well in a sort of assembly line type of way. Okay. And like I said, I'm going to try not to stitch these. So ordinarily I would stitch, you know, decorative edge strips. I'm not going to with these. I'm going to just leave them. I mean, to be honest, they look pretty anyway. So yeah, I don't think they're kind of missing out by not being stitched. I'm just going to tear that straight edge down. You know, I think they look lovely anyway. So, okay, right. Now, let's have a look through the bits that I've brought along. So like I said, I've bought a whole bunch of different lace and things like that. So I'm kind of thinking, you know, just go along some with some lace. So for instance, this one, I quite liked this because it's got that gap in between. So it's quite nice because I can put the lace down and then there's sheet music either side the lace, which how pretty is that? And then I'm just going to snip that out. And I might find that these are actually taller than an A4 page, which is, you know, the size journals that I tend to do. But that's fine because they could always be chopped down when you come to use them. So then I'm just going to decorate it up with just a couple of little flowers and things. And these are just some flower trims. Now, I have got flower trims in my shop. I'm not sure whether I have these particular ones, but that's on my website, my shabbydabbydoodah.co.uk website. So yeah, if you'd, you know, want to look at any flower trims or anything and see what's available, then, you know, please do have a look. There we go. Oh my goodness, how pretty is this? I love the look of this. I'm so sorry, I just realised I was out of frame. Let me move my camera slightly. Hopefully that's a bit better. Yeah, I love the look of these. I mean, they do look very different, don't they, to the strips that we've done in the past. So yeah, I think they're gorgeous. Now, also I have got some pearly trim, so I'm just wondering whether we want to have any of that. It might be kind of like a step too far, but you know, it might be too much. Might not be. Oh, but that being said, I do quite like it. Where do I like it is the question. Maybe down there. That's pretty, isn't it? So yeah. And this pearly trim is also in the trim packs that are in my shop. So yeah. Okay. Oh my goodness, isn't that yummy? Absolutely gorgeous. Love it, love it. Right, let's do another one. So should we do another one with the ivory lace? Just do a couple of quite neutral. I mean, I've said neutral. To be honest, it's not neutral because, of course, I then added the purple flowers, which stopped it being neutral. But hey, it started out neutral, didn't it? So yeah, take that, and then let me just see what this would look like if I did keep this one neutral. I mean, I do struggle with keeping anything neutral, as you know if you watch my channel. But let's take a sort of longish length of bling. Oops. Like that. And I'm sort of thinking curve it round slightly. And not that it's seeming to want to curve, so maybe just ignore that. And I even said that. Now, do we want that at the bottom or do we want it at the top? I mean, maybe at the top would be better. And I've also got some bows here, so I'm just going to bring in. And I have got black ones and I have got white ones. Which would look better? I'm not sure. Right, going to struggle to put this down in one long strip. I like to use my hot glue normally for the bling, but of course this would be very hard to do. So I'm going to do it in two kind of bits. So I'll put this one down like that. Okay, and then just glue this part down. Oh my goodness. Oh, right. like that. Okay. I mean, to be honest, I've made a terrible job of putting that down. It's very wonky. I had wanted to do it artistically, kind of curved, but anyway, it's now all wonky in not an artistic way. But never mind. Now, do we like the black bow? I'm so sorry, I've got like hot glue threads all over me now, which are catching on everything, which is very annoying. Or do we like the white? The white one or the black one? I like the black, I think, for a bit of drama. So let's just pop that down. I'm sorry if you can hear a rustling. It's my daughter. She's eating, I don't know whether it's crisps. Oh, you're feeding the dog? She's not eating. She's feeding the dog. There we go. Oh, how pretty is that one? Okay, so very different looking, wasn't it, to the first one? Right, now I have got some red lace here, which I thought this might be quite pretty against the sheet music, because of course the sheet music's, you know, just that ivory and black. So I think it would look quite good. Now, do we want to have it with this one? Oh, I don't know now. Just going to take that header part off of the lace. I just find that very, you know, not particularly attractive when it's got that sort of header part. So, yeah. This is a really lovely one. I don't want to cover it up. Honestly, I mean, it comes to something, doesn't it? When you even try and now hoard the bits as you're making them. I mean, what is that about? You know, hoarding as you go. That's just a crazy situation, isn't it? Hoarding as you go. Yeah, I don't know as I've ever done that before, but I mean, I've hoarded things as I go, as in not bought myself to be able to bring myself to use them in the first place, but actually hoarding the bits that we're making. I'm not sure even I've done that before, so oh, it's just a whole new level of hoarding that's going on there, isn't it? Right, I'm just wondering whether I've got any of these in red, the little rosebuds. Maybe I haven't. Oh, how annoying. Honestly, I've got so much stuff here that I brought along for this video, and I can't believe that I've actually not got any of this in red. I'm going to put this down, and then I think we'll come back to this. Let's see if I can find anything that's going to be suitable for this one. So pop that down like that. Sorry, I've got a very messy wipe that's seen better days, but we'll just pull that in. Okay, right, yeah, we're going to come back to this one, so I'm just going to put it to one side. Okay, so now we've got this one. Now, this one I'm wondering whether we could have lace poking out underneath. So kind of like, yeah, have it like this. Oh my goodness, isn't that pretty? I love it. Now I'm just going to see what it would look like if I only had lace one side. So actually I'm going to cut the lace down. It's just easier to work with if it's not attached, you know, to the remaining bit. And then let's just fold this in half. Just so that I can see how that would look if it just had the lace on one side rather than poking out on both sides. Do you know, I actually think it looks nicer perhaps just coming out on one side. Are you okay, sweetie? Are you okay, Bo? Love you. Bo's not feeling too great today. She's been feeling a bit poorly the last couple of days. So, yeah, my daughter's doing a wonderful job of looking after her, aren't you, sweetie, while I'm doing a couple of videos. But she's just not feeling herself, is she? She, even now, my daughter's holding her. And, yeah, she's kind of like, she looks sad, doesn't she? She's got a sad look on her face. Oh, just so horrible. It makes you feel just so bad for them.
Take it to my room.
Oh, okay, you take her to your room. You cuddle her. There we go. So yeah, I love how that one looks. That's so pretty, isn't it? Really, really, really love it. Yeah, I don't know what it is about animals, but my goodness, don't they just pull you in? Oh, tug on your heartstrings. Honestly, I mean, we love Bo so much. So for anyone who doesn't watch my channel, Bo is our doggy, and yeah, she's a sausage dog. And yeah, she's not really been with us that long, but oh my goodness, we all absolutely just love her so much. So yeah, it's heartbreaking when they're not feeling too well, because of course, you know, they can't tell you, and they must not understand what's going on if they're not feeling well, must they? You know, they're not like humans that, you know, I don't know, you could take some tablets or say to someone, oh, I'm, you know, I feel awful, and someone's going to say, oh, it's a bug or something like that. You know, isn't that gorgeous? Right, let's put that down. Now I'm putting that down upside down, you know, i.e. face up, because the glue is like run under the underneath. So I'm going to use the rest of that lace, I think, on another one. Let's just check which one. Maybe even this one. Yeah, maybe this one. Looks pretty. Like that. Okie dokie. There we go. How gorgeous is that? Absolutely lovely, isn't it? And then I have also got some ribbons with me that I thought we could do like some little ribbony, you know, those things that we make, like the rosette type things. So I'm just going to do that with this one. Okay. Just trim that down. Yeah, I'm very chilly, I must say. Does not seem to be wanting to warm up in the house today at all, which is very annoying. How about that? Or do we like it better with it sideways? I mean, to be honest, I quite like it both ways. What do you think? Yeah, maybe sideways actually. It's kind of got a bit more impact, hasn't it, doing it sideways? So let's just pop that down. I'm just using my hot glue for the sticking on of the embellishment pieces. And I know I've said it tons of times before, but you know, it's just really nice if you're doing videos, you know it's going to be then stuck down properly, and you don't have to then wait for it to dry, which would be pretty boring for everyone watching. So I love that one. Isn't that gorgeous? Right, again, put that face up so that the glue from the lace doesn't touch anything. Right, I've got some other coloured laces here. So yeah, I've got this gorgeous bluey grey. I have used this in several videos before, but isn't it just such a wonderful colour? And it's quite a versatile colour, I think, you know, would go with a lot of different things. So yeah, let's put this one down. Okay. Still thinking what to put with that red at the moment. So yeah, I'm going to have a bit of a rummage in my little bag that I take to my mum's and see if I've got some of the red rosebuds in there, because I think they would look really good with it. Now this one, I've got these flowers which I love to use. Now these ones, these also are available on my website, and you use these by taking the plastic backs off. They're not normally this fiddly, but for some reason I'm struggling today. There you go. You just take the plastic back off and then the plastic middle, and then you've got these gorgeous petals, and I really do love them. They're super, super pretty. So yeah, let's have that, because this you know, lavender or purpley, I don't know what colour you'd call this really, but it's actually really bringing out this colour. It's making it look, you know, more blue, less grey, I think. So it's a good combination, isn't it? Good combination. So there we go. Oh, you're so excited for your friend. Yeah, her friend's coming round later. So yeah, she's just excited for that. Right, okay. Now, just wondering whether we could have a flower in the middle. That does look pretty. What do you think, darling? Do you like the flower in the middle of there? Oops.
Yeah.
Or do you prefer it with a little pearly pearl trim? So this, let me show you. Yes, which one do you prefer, darling? Do you prefer the pearl or do you prefer the purple flower? That's the pearl. That's the purple flower. Do you? I probably would have had a lean in towards the pearl, but hey, purple flower maybe looks good too. Isn't that gorgeous? I mean, that's really different looking, isn't it, to the others? Absolutely love it. Okay, right. Oh, we've only got a couple more left to make, so let's do that same colour lace again, because that's gorgeous, isn't it? I just want to check that I'm not going to cover up the sheet music. Okay, like that. Okie dokie. Oh dear. Like that. Okay, and then we just cut that down. There. Right, now I've got some other ones of those lovely flowers. I mean, I know that's a bit boring because we did purple before, but I mean, obviously it's different because this one's sort of lilac-y. The other one was proper all over purple, wasn't it? Oh, I've got this one. Oh, doesn't really go so well, does it? Okay, let me just shut my drawer. I thought I had some more. Oh yeah, I've got a blue one. Oh, let's have the blue, shall we? So again, just peel the back. There we go. So, I mean, aren't these just so gorgeous? And they look great, don't they? With like pretty much everything that we've put on so far has looked lovely. You know, to the point that actually you could go on and on and on making these like for hours, you know, and you'd come up with different combinations every single time. You know, even if you were using this same lace, you could do kind of like 20 different combinations, you know. If you were using all the ivory lace, you could do 20 different combinations with that. So, yeah, I think they're really, really, really nice. And like I say, I mean, I just really love the sheet music. I just find it really beautiful. Right, I'm just going to try a pearl in this one. Yeah, I think we'll go for the pearl because I haven't really got a flower that would be suitable in there anyway, but just do that pearly centre. And that's just that pearl trim. But these are quite biggish flowers, so that pearly trim on those looks really good. You know, a small sort of flat back pearl maybe would look a little bit lost. So, oh my goodness, that's so pretty. Okay, right, this one. Right, now this one, we don't have that much sheet music on it, if you see what I mean, because obviously most of it's actually book page. So the sheet music, you know, could very easily get lost. So I need to be a little bit careful how we decorate this. So I've got some black lace, which I'm kind of thinking perhaps I could do black lace coming out from behind, like that. So let's just take this down here, like that. Right, and then we just pop this down. Oops. Like that. Okay. Yeah, like that. So we've just got kind of, not glimpses, I mean it's more than a glimpse, but you know, not loads of the black lace coming out. But I think that's, you know, good amount there. Just take that down there. And just, yeah, take it down here as well at the top. Okay, right, let's get rid of those overspills. Oh dear, like that. And then this one, obviously being the black lace, I'm not sure what to put on with this one. I mean, the other black one that we did, we kept very, very neutral, didn't we? So I'm now wondering perhaps we won't keep this neutral. So perhaps we'll have another one of these flowers. So let's just take that down. I mean, that looks really pretty, doesn't it? So yeah, let's just pop that one down. Like that. Okie dokie. Whoops. Like that. Oh, come on. And this one. And then the final one. Like that. Oh, doesn't that look so pretty? Now, again, not sure what to put in the middle of there. What, these flowers? Oh gosh, no. Definitely not that. Let's try a pearl, shall we? I mean, the pearls, they're just always really good. I mean, they don't very often not look good, to be honest. Yeah. You know, they're like a safe one, aren't they, to do? So, yeah, let's just do that. Put that down. Just need a little dab of glue here on that petal because it's kind of wanting to just stick up all the time. Oh, doesn't that look pretty? Absolutely gorgeous. Right, we are now back to that red one. Still now not decided what to do with it. Oh, what should we do with the red? Oh, darling, you're back. Have you got some ideas for what I could put with this red? No? Purple. Do you think purple? I have got another purple flower. Oh, I mean, weird. I would never in a million years put purple with the red. But what do you think? What do you think, sweetie?
I think that's quite nice.
Kind of does look nice, doesn't it? I mean, it would not have been, you know, my first choice, but let's just take this. Yeah, you best take her out, sweetie, because she's a little bit like now in amongst everything. Isn't it so messy in my room today? Well, not just today, but at the moment it's, oh, just got really out of control. It's terrible in here at the moment. Absolutely terrible. Okay. How's she feeling? Is she seeming a bit better? No? I mean, she seemed a bit better because she's come around rummaging around in my stuff. Yeah, does she seem a little bit better? Not really. Oh, I thought perhaps the fact she was, you know, rummaging around over here that she was feeling a bit better. Okay, right. Just need to take one here. And pop that one down there. Okay. Now, I think, whoops, I'll probably be overdoing it if I put more purple flowers on, but just have a look and see. Maybe up there, actually. Yeah. Like that. Oh my goodness, how gorgeous has that turned out. Good choice, sweetie, of the purple. I would never in a million years have gone with the purple, but my goodness, doesn't that just look so yummy? Oh, absolutely love it. So let's pull in the ones that we have done. So they all look pretty different actually now. You know, I love the fact that you can kind of start with the same things, i.e. we just had the sheet music, and the looks that you achieve are so very different. Just have to squish that one in there, and then we also had this one. So yeah, very different looks, aren't they? Not sure which my favourite is. Actually, I've got to be honest, maybe the red and the purple. So yeah, goes to show, you know, what you don't kind of expect to do sometimes turns out the one that you like the best. So yeah, let me know below which one's your favourite, and yeah, have fun if you decide to make some of these. And thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks then. Bye.